Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for joining me for tonight. We made a whole week, so we're here. What we're going to do tonight is we are going to continue with the two sketches we did from Tuesday night. I'm trying to look at some of the different areas, so my eyes are all over the place. I'm kind of looking at all these screens. But anyway, I hope you had a great Wednesday. My Wednesday was pretty well. I did some more work on the aircraft today. We took a little break from that, went out to the beach, got a little bit of time to do some other processing, some work, and took care of a couple of projects. But definitely need to get out and get away for a little bit. Nice little relaxation time there. And let's see. What else has been going on? I've been doing a lot more bicycling lately. So I've been doing that lately in the afternoon, evening time. Like I said, I hope your day's going good. Let me see, make sure my chat thing seems to be up and going so that way you guys can chat with me. And let's see here. So yeah, no, we're going to start working on this fall. We're going to continue working on the fall piece that we're going to do, and of course that Christmas one. And of course, if that well, one of our friend Moxie comes in, we'll work on her request if she has that, if she comes in here. So if not, we'll catch her later on it, or them later on it. So anyway, get the glove going on. So let's go ahead and kick over to the digital side. And I did just a little bit extra line work already. I started playing with it a little bit on there while waiting for everything to start up. So in the meantime. So we got this one. We did work on this one a little bit, where we started putting in some of the base colors on there. So we'll go from there with that a little bit more. But we're gonna keep working on this one for a little bit and get some more line art down on this. Let me there we go. Make sure I got all my stuff lined up. So let's see here. Kind of see if we can. And I'm just using the basic little G pen. I might actually thicken those lines out a little bit maybe for her dress. Maybe bring it up one more notch. Yeah, that looks like it'd be okay. Get a further off shot. I want to kind of give it to here, so let's bring it this way. That looks a little bit better. Clean that piece off. Alright, howdy here today. Big Brother's on an hour early today, but it's due to being the finale and a 2 hour show tonight to find out the winner. Oh, cool. Well, how have things been going for you, Brian? Hope everything's going well. Let's see here. They had some. Let's see what else was going on. There were some Black Friday deals that went on with early Black Friday for Walmart Plus members, but nothing really that great to me on that side. I saw one thing that was kind of neat, one little robot vac that they had a good deal on, but of course, as soon as it pops open, it says, "Oh, it's not available." So must not have been meant to be. Let's see, maybe like that, and we'll give a little prop that way. Let's might actually push it that way. That doesn't look too bad. All right, clean up some of this excess. Oh, okay, I guess happened. It really dried up sitting watching the wheel spin for 12 hours days. Only 10 hours so far this week. Nor was the last day I was denied by insurance. So just waiting for January appointment. Doctor said with an extra possibly self-pay best $295. Woo. Yeah, it's not exactly a good time for that silliness. Sorry to hear that's going on. So let's go to. Well, if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. So, like I said, if you ever want to come over and use some of my resources I have for looking at some other remote job things, you're more than welcome to utilize any of the resources I have as well. Saw nothing Black Friday deals either yet. Yeah. Yeah, they had, like I said, the Walmart Plus thing. Oh, you can start like 3 hours early, but yet there was not really much anything. I mean, there's a couple little things. There was like I said, one or two things that seemed interesting, but I was like, oh, like before it even opened up, it was like already saying it was sold. Like it was saying 3 minutes till the early shoppers can shop, and I was like, out of stock. I was like, really, already? So that's interesting. Somebody must have got in there much easier than anyone else. So let's see. I think I kind of got a nice little pose for her so far. Let's do a little flip to make sure she looks balanced on both sides. Let me move this to the center, make it a little bit easier. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I thought about maybe putting maybe like having a purse or something or a bag hanging off of there. Kind of give it a little more of a realistic approach to it. Let's see. Didn't maybe we could put it here and make it like maybe come off the back side, like maybe it's a shoulder strap thing. Let's shoot over to the sketch. We'll go over to the sketch side and let's go to my sketch brush. Let's see what that's if we can flesh that out. So maybe we'll do that, and we'll kind of give it just like a little, give it just like a little bag maybe. Let's see. So this will come up over the shoulder. So something like that. It might actually work out. Kind of give a little bit more feel, like they're actually out and about. Yeah, doctor's office told me, you still have the choice for self-pay. I said, nope, thanks. I did purchase Flex Jobs myself back when you went on your business trip because I found it for 30. You know how to work the site better than me, so sometime it would be good to get together. Yeah, sure. That's where I found the HSN job. Found it out the day before the interview. The job was too late in the evening for me. Oh, that's a shame. I got another resource also that you'll have to use my thing for it because it's only for unless you go to college. If you decide to pop back on and hit the college beat, then it could work out. There we go. I think let's go to the line art and let's hit this up. But I got another one that could actually work out for you too. I don't know how much that one would be, but I'll tell you all about it. Let's see. So if we got it that way, let's erase those and whoops, wrong one, right ones. Let's hit that, and we'll go and kind of give a little bit of detail to the purse here. Too high. Just try it like that. We'll give it like a little lock strap or something here. Scroll Ripper, hey-oh, what's happening, brother? How things been going with you? We got the new workstation set up finally. Well, so Tuesday we hit it up. Yeah, I didn't start till at least 12:30 in the afternoon. There's a possibility I just find it hard to do college work and study plus do another job, not work full time in college. Work 2 days a week max, usually 1 day a week. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing taking care of classes and putting this business together and managing all sorts. I'm actually going to be getting down to doing a little bit more specialized and keep narrowing down my scope. I hate to say it, but eventually I'm going to have avionics as just my little enjoyment and side fun. So, type of deal. So, Scroll Reaper, how you been? What you been up to, man? I hope everything's going well with you. Let's see. There we go. Clean those out. All right. It definitely looks better with a purse on there. Kind of gives a little bit more of a better vibe on that. Let me see if I can clean this up here. This I'm not exactly. I'm not liking this. This looks a little bit too that area off, and maybe we can, nope, wrong thing. Reset the rotate. Right button. Tell you what, the workstation has been working out tremendously better. So I haven't had any hiccups. Everything kind of, nothing slows down. So it definitely works. Of course, it's a CAD workstation, so it should. I have no clue how you do it. If I ever did do college classes, it would be something to do with Microsoft Office. That would get me an advantage with applications. So I was glad to hear your workstation is going well. There's actually oh gosh, there's a couple of certifications you can actually do for Microsoft Office that can help out. They'll look really good for your resume. And I'll have to pull them up, and I'll show them to you. They actually did do a pretty good job. Let's see. Ooh, wrong one. Let's see. Yeah, you can get a nice little certification stuff. And of course, also, geez, I mean, those are always nice to have. Let's see. Oh, where is that? Nice. I was about to ask how the new workstations are out. And I'm doing well. Going to get a truck soon. Mom was going to help out with the vehicle soon. I'll be able to do landscape and freelance as a side hustle. Hustle paid Jim. I used to hustle houses in a good way, and I don't just do mowing. I tear out the weeds from the rocks with the shovel and the root. The registry trimmer just need a chainsaw for trees, but I do have an axe. Well, that's very cool, man. Much luck to you with your business venture on that. The Yeah, no, this workstation, it happened to land at the right time at the right price, and it's a dual Xeon 12 core processor, so it's a 24 core system, but it's got dual process CPUs in it. It's got 128 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got an MG 2000 graphics card, so I can actually hook up one more display to this computer station right now, and it literally I have it processing some CAD work right now while I'm doing the live stream, where the other one I couldn't do that with. So it's doing other work off of this screen off to the right here, while I have my Streamlabs stuff on the screen here to the left of me, and then of course there's this screen playing. So it really was a good payoff for it, and I'm glad it came in at the deal that it did. So very, very blessed for that, very thankful for that. So let's see here. But no, I'm probably going to, eventually I'm going to be putting changing up some specializations to where I'll have, I think I'm only going to focus on like UI, UX design. I'm going to do photography and branding will be my three. You don't want, I'm narrowing it down to just only having three specializations instead of having all sorts of stuff I can do. Those are going to be my main ones I'm going to focus on, and if the other ones come in, like because people know that I do CAD work and whatnot, I think I'm going to hit that and play with that as well. But like I said, I'm going to focus on those three categories and really up the game on that. So let's see here. I never think how to make these shoes. They have so many types. It sort of gets a little. Give her a little ankle there. Let's zoom out a little bit, make sure we're not giving her too large of feet. No, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe let's clean this up a bit more, and let's try it again. Maybe we'll give it down here. That might be better. So let's try. That might look better. Let's go over and hit the connection. I need to add that to my quick shots. That way, my little hotkey thing. No, I'm not pushing off to the side. But yeah, so I got between projects and work stuff, I'm actually got to build my portfolio now, and that's always the toughest thing because it's sort of like plasticity. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. Yes, I have heard of that. Yeah, I am busy. Let's see. Looked at it. I haven't played with it really because my CAD I have my Inventor Professional that I use, so that kind of I might as well use the expensive stuff that I've already done. But I've heard of it. I have it sitting in my side of my cart actually in a cart that or my download queue for stuff to try out. But I haven't tried it out yet. It came across it and I put it in my saved for later to play with when I got a chance because I'm doing since they put the newest Blender out, was it a month ago? I've been working on Blender again, especially for backgrounds. So, oops. So let's see here. I might actually change the screen up for that little screen so you guys can see me instead of my hands all the time. What do you guys? Oh, I got you. Nothing but great things. And learning Maya by here. Plasticity is super intuitive. I haven't found anything quite like ZBrush. Yeah, I haven't used ZBrush in a while, but ZBrush was really, really nice. It was it was a hog, though, because of what it could do. I remember playing with ZBrush when I think it 1.2 and then ZBrush 1.5, and then I went over to I think it was ZBrush 4 was the last version that I used of it. But it was really neat being able to just to clay model and play up. Actually, there's a neat thing that's on the tablet. Let me grab my tablet real quick over here. Let's see. What do we got? I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Nomad. Let's see. Yeah, Nomad Sculpt. Had a big job there in Beer Thursday late afternoon, but I looked up all 50 jobs and nothing I could apply for except for a couple low-paying or middle-wage jobs other than Palm Bay. Harris is hiring office work for these, but have actual specific experience like 7 years or something crazy. Yeah, um, we'll get together and I'll show you some of the stuff with the flex jobs. But there's another one that might actually work out a little bit better, and I'll show you that one. So I don't know if they actually have a price thing or if it's just exclusively for anybody that's in college. It might be just for college stuff, but I doubt it. So you might be able to find something to that effect for it. Kind of give this a little blocky. Ooh, that thing came out horrid. Nice thing is with vector lines, you can always clean it up. So we can go over here and we can just do we'll connect them first. Like that. And then let's just simplify it. Nice smooth line. Bloop. There we go. Nice smooth. Nice smooth. Alright. Connect. Clean some. Whoa. Don't want to give her stilettos. Give her a nice little blocky looking one. Stilettos wouldn't exactly match her the rest of the attire. But that's working out okay. Supposed to be a little stylized anyway. A little bit of detail, not too much though. Alright, thanks, I appreciate it. Folks, I find a lot that say like they have to have 2 years in an office environment in the medical field and the carpentry at a call center, so I can't transfer what I do now or I'm putting data as a teacher to those jobs. It's frustrating. Well, we'll find something. Like I said, we can find something for you. I'm always willing to help out. So, I actually got something I'm been digging in that I'm actually gonna use for a little bit, and I'm going to try and get on. So if it works out, it'll be really nice, and then it'll be able to supplement with the business very nicely. Okay, so we kind of have this. It doesn't look too bad. And of course, the way also, they'll see how she's. The other thing to this is if you don't, when you lay these characters out, you want to make sure that you have a weighted line. Let me. They have a, like any person when they stand. Oops. Hope I put the right thing on. When they have, let me just add a new layer. That way I can draw on it, no problem. If you have your line that goes straight down here, this is your line, your gravity line and stuff. So like if she's got her hand like kind of forward, I have her. Yeah, there has to be some good news. Is that been increased hourly pay by $4 an hour to 15 an hour. Oh, very cool. I just have to have the work to do, or it doesn't help. Yeah, I get that. But here, you'll be able to see. I kind of there's a slight lean forward at the hip that shows like a balance of weight to it. Like she's got, that's the reason why I wanted to add this, so that kind of adds on to this whole feel, and also provides a cross line section because that's going to match this perspective that runs through. So a little something there. All right, let's go ahead and hit the save on this. I got to get some water. She's looking great. Well, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Ah, all right. So we got the lineup for her. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can, maybe we'll hit some of the background lineup stuff. Let's go down here to the background people, and we'll hit the sketch brush a little bit, and maybe we'll clean in some of the background. Maybe how big do we got? Not too bad. All right. Let's go ahead and flesh out some of these people here. Let's see. I haven't seen that one girl, Moxie, who wanted the request done also from Tuesday night. That's an interesting use of composition. Yeah, it kind of, when you look at it, you want it to have there's a couple of things that are going on with this that I'm looking at. So that way, well, first of all, there's the perspective area here where it pulls in and it draws you right to the character. And of course, the height average area for a good perspective area is somewhere around the knee and the hip area, depending on, you know, if you're trying to also have the eye level of the camera. Like this is assuming that the guy's kneeling to take a picture of her or the other person. Yeah, I heard about Nomad. It looks really impressive. Yeah, Nomad is very fun. It works incredibly well with the tablet. But with the perspective here, that's the reason why I kind of have it laid out at this area. But it's just about knee height, just a little bit above knee height. So it sort of looks like, yeah, somebody's actually there in the picture for. That's the reason why she's making the pose. So it kind of gives into the believability of it. Because you wouldn't want to have it to where it looked like you were like a heroic pose where you were looking straight up at her. Or if you were up high, it would be more kind of almost like a candid feel to it. It'd be like you'd have the face a little bit closer and a little bit bigger, almost like you were doing a portrait candid thing. This feels like you're actually, hey, we're out at the festival having a good time, little peace sign there. So we got that part going on with it. The perspective plays in because it draws you towards the center character. You'll notice the people I kind of sketched, these people are kind of like together as like a couple, but they kind of are looking down that way, almost like they're following the same line. The other thing that I do is it did here also is that by putting a cross area here, because the sky area was very cluttered, so by sketching out some lanterns to be up here and running across here, you almost have a Z pattern, which is another good way that you can get people to scan and pan through the picture. So you have the Z pattern comes up, comes across, and then there's the cross area. It's going to be the flooring and stuff. So it's a neat way to kind of lay it out. So, and that's sort of like when I go, does this work or that doesn't work? Like on Tuesday night when you could hear me talking to myself about some things like that. That's what's going on in my head when I'm kind of trying to piece out or play out with. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But that's what goes on in my crazy little mind when I'm playing with that stuff. So These people, of course, are not going to have too much detail other than they're just, we'll give them a little jacket cover piece there. I usually try to make arrow type things pointing to the character, but they have people looking toward the perspective lines. I didn't even think of that as well because their eyes serve as arrows. Yes, it is. And like I said, arrows, it's an arrow is a very descriptive thing, like that. But like you use that also in areas where like let's see, let me open up something where I can show you. Let's see here. Come up here so I can see this a little bit better. Oh, let's see here. Where was something? I literally did something recently. Oh, here we go. The witch that I needed to work on. I need to finish up. You'll notice that there's arrows. This is this is actually an old one. I got some more color actually. I put on another one. I got to sync them up. But anyway, you'll notice that there are arrows in here, like here. Oops. Gosh. Let me add a new layer so I can draw on my top of it. There's an arrow there. Okay. There's an arrow here. Arrow there. And this all helps on showing flow. Just like the clothing, at the same time when you have areas, you got arrows here for creases, say going into the belt loop area. So arrows are a good thing. You want to use them in a certain area because you can over arrow stuff, as you can put it. Or you don't always want to use arrows, especially when you're trying with a more minimalistic design. You're wanting to give the implication to make the eye want to travel. And you can use it actually with color. So like, it's interesting even on the character. Well, yeah, it is. It's very interesting on that because like up here you can see when the hair, you can start to see triangles. They're not so much arrows, but triangles. Arrows are merely triangles with a stick on the end of it. It's like having a hot dog on a stick or sushi on a stick or anything on a stick. It's a triangle on a stick. But the triangle really helps to give the point out. Now, you can do that also, say, like with this top area here. Let me go. We'll play and we'll do some experimentation here with this. Let me go here and let me grab, say, like a brighter color. Say this whole area. Let's add a raster so that way we can play with this correctly. Say this whole area here is going to have like lighting on it. It's going to have like lighted signs and stuff, this whole area here. So let me go to a brush and let me just go to a round brush and I'll fill this in real quick to give you an idea. We might use color on this portion right here and right here to show the lighted areas on the front, or we just might make it to where the signage up there has a brighter color versus maybe the dark wood color that's going to be down here. And of course you're going to have lanterns that are running down, and maybe up here you're going to have a little bit of lantern, so you have a little bit of warm light coming out of them that's going to highlight the brown. But the top stuff, the top wood area and the top part is going to be darker again. These right here are going to be your arrows as well. So that's another thing you can use, especially without having to actually physically draw it. So neat stuff. Neat stuff to play with. Let's go back to the background, people, and see if we can sketch out. Alright. But yeah, that's just kind of getting a little bit more creative on it. Yeah, they're great, beautiful tips, especially when you start looking at building stuff up on that and you're kind of trying to spice it up a little bit to where it actually looks a little bit better. I'm trying to get this guy sort of like one of those bigger jackets because this is going to be like a fall type deal. So I'm going to have him holding on to her and her jacket. It's going to be like that. So it's going to give the implication there. She's going to have her little fluffed up area piece there. So I'll have that. And let's see. Give a little bit of a pant leg type piece standing there, and then I'll have this will be a little bit darker for pant legs that way. I was doing some like a pumpkin type thing. That's a massive pumpkin. maybe we need to bring that, let's bring that a little bit closer instead, and we'll make a smaller, let's make some smaller pumpkins. Kind of make these stick out a little bit better on that. If October is Halloween, December is Christmas, I think November is Nightmare Before Christmas. Excuse having a second month of Halloween with snow. Now, to me, Thanksgiving is just a fall festival. It's kind of enjoying the color, the change of season with colors, and kind of give a stack of little pumpkins here. Going to have some corn over on this side. And here, this should work out better for a larger pumpkin. Yeah, it's not like the other fall girl that I did where she was on a gigantic pumpkin. Let's see. What do I got her at? I can hardly see it down there. Let's see. I don't know if you guys seen her. Let's see. I have so much silliness on here. It's not even funny. Let's see. I still got to finish that Hawaiian girl too. Not sure. Yeah, I'll pop it up real quick here. Just give me 1 second. I just got to find her. I know I got her. Where is she at? Watch her be on my other section. Yeah. Let's go to here. Go to here. I got stuff everywhere. I need to get this. I'm still putting all this workshop. I'm putting all this stuff together in the workstation, so it has been a little bit slow for some things. Let's see. Let's see. I know she's here. Where did you go? I think I might actually put her on my slideshow. I should have. If not, she needs to be on there. Let's see. Where did she go? Oh, she's here somewhere. I know she is. Let me come back to here and see. There we go. Just do it that way. Instead of trying to dig for her. There she is. See, she's on a massive pumpkin. So, I think I need to put her on my slideshow if I haven't done it already. I'll have to remind myself to do that. Alright, so anyway, back to enough distractionary stuff. The squirrels are getting loose. Oh, nice. Yes, thank you. So I did that, and I kind of had some guys here kind of looking at that. Let's see if we can flesh out a couple more things. Maybe we'll. There's pumpkins there. This we can just kind of leave open. And let's see if we can flesh out these little lanterns. There we go. Kind of. There we are. That was awesome. Well, thanks. Actually, it's the neat thing about that is I actually, with Clip Studio Paint, I can actually record the time lapse on it, so you can actually see the process that I went through. And I actually posted it. It's on my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I haven't put it on YouTube yet, but like it has. Bring it down here and we'll start it over again. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. There we go. But like you can actually see, this is just a kind of a quick jam up piece of it. But this will show you how all the little edits, like as I was drawing this, like this, the other character that I'm doing right now that we're working on will have the same thing. So once I get finished with it, you'll be able to see all the steps in a quicker, faster pace that it runs through. Alright, and just like that. Nothing to it. So anyway, see if we can get this one and make this one look just as cool, if not better. Okay, we want to do one like that. Let's make this one kind of a fatter one. Leave it a little top on it. Very intentional lines and colors. Yep, you try to make it match correct. Try to match it out. Let's see here. Let's try that. My CAD stuff. I tend to be very choosy and back and forth. Color is something that it I do the same thing. I run back and forth on it. I try different colors, and some things work, some things don't work. Well, like I said, those books that I showed you, they help me out. 'Cause even to this day, I'll still pop into them every now and then if I'm like feeling a little bit like unsure of where I want to go with. I got the feeling, the meaning that I want, or the feeling that I want to it. It's just it's not quite there to a confirmation yet, so I try to hit it that way. All right, let me get my CAD stuff back finished up, and then we'll come back here and do some art. All right, I think we got that done. Did it process? Yes, it's processing. Okay. All right. And let's throw a little circle up here. Run this guy out. And we're doing different sizes, but we're still going to show the same slow drop off. By the way, I chose Twitch over Picarto due to the reason we talked about last time. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Twitch is a good venue. I haven't had too much problem with them, and I use Twitch, but then I use Streamlabs, OBS for my suite, so that way I can stream to Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and once I get enough people in, I'm slowly building up my crowd for TikTok. Then TikTok will be live with it also as a live stream. So, which I'm hoping I can get enough in there to where I can pop that in, and at the same time, hopefully I'll grab more and more for Instagram and maybe try that, but it's not exactly a required piece. So, and of course, my Discord is a mess right now because like I said, I couldn't migrate over my hard drive from the old Windows 10 program system because the newest update that they had for Windows 10 does not allow that silliness. They're like, nope, ain't happening. So SysPrep was not as smooth running as it usually is, or has been for me. I've used it in the past quite a bit of times, but since the update, it's definitely they don't like it. They want you actually also to register your serial, your license, your activation key, or your activation digitally, to where they can turn it off anytime they want or whatnot. I don't like. I don't feel comfortable with either. Or they can monitor your computer anytime with that by going to the digital one. I like it to remain local. Yep. Windows 10, that's one of the things they did with it. They made it like, oh well, if you do that, you can migrate all your stuff from one to the other and all your license keys and everything by setting up for this cloud-based license key holder. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's why I keep mine local. So, as much as I wanted to have it to where it was easy to move stuff over, I was like, it just ain't happening. Let's give a couple of post beams for this to where this will look like it'll. There we go. Oh, that one looks like he's hanging off there. What do I? Who's at my driveway? Uh, Somebody walking. I like how my I did my Alexa sometimes talks to me in Japanese because it's heard me a couple of times with some of my language program stuff that I've been using to learn Japanese. So it sometimes wants to talk to me in Japanese, which is hilarious. So all right, we got that one. We'll put one over here as well. Now we're starting to get a little bit of what we want going on. Yeah, I literally had something like that, and it pops up a text message, and it's all in kanji, or it's in hiragana and katakana. So it wants to help. Yeah, it sometimes does. It just even when you don't even ask for it. All right, let's go up here and let's add a new vector. Let's pull this out of the sketch folder, and we can. This will be background. Yeah, how thoughtful. It's very funny when my other part, my rest of my family. So it goes. What? What did it say? Or you just tell her to shut up. I think it's funny when they do that too. Oh, shut up. Quit talking. So, hard part I've always had with background characters is trying not to add too much detail. I have a tendency of doing that sometimes. And they get too detailed then. When we just want enough just to see. Yeah, nobody asked for your opinion, actually. I gotta say it quietly because if not, she'll pick up and she'll go, "What? You rang." Let's see. Oops. It's like it's like lurch. There we go. And we'll just kind of. Oops. There we go. There we go. And when we color them in, they'll have a little bit slightly softer coloring, like it won't be nearly as vibrant as kind of have like a little bit of a depth feel to it. Alright, so we got that. My neighbor once gasped at like 11 p.m. when their dog was barking at me, and I went, "Shut up!" Not like a yell, but like if it was my own dog, and well, that was awkward. Yeah, I do that. So I have a neighbor that their dog, when they used to have one of those like retractable leashes, and they were like little yelpy dogs, and they'd come running up to me in my yard, and when I'm working, in my driveway, and bark, yelling at me. I'm like, "Ah, be quiet. This is my yard. Get out of here." But the neighbors actually understood. They're like, "Yeah, we get it." Yeah. So, okay, clean, clean, clean. Vector art is very fun. There we go. So we're gonna have that. I wanna. I think we might do that also, like we did with the other one. We might actually use a couple of our shapes just to give it a little bit more of a cleaner feel to it. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I keep forgetting. I think I'm going to, can I turn, there is a way I can turn that off if I remember right. Yeah, adjust angle after fixed, yeah. Let's see. And now I kind of like having the angle adjustment on it. There you go. That's good to understand. I think my neighbors were offended, but that dog loves to bark. After we brought my dog home, though, she stopped barking when she saw him. Found her lost love. So now she tells me my dog and her are bonded. That's hilarious. Oh, that's cool. Let's try up this way, and we'll do it sort of like that. This should work out pretty good. There we go. And now we can just kind of let's give her a little rotation. And let's go back to there we go. Nice thing about vector lines. Whoops. Clean up here, clean up there. And we want to give this a little cleanup. Maybe we'll run that like it's sitting on the front line of it. Clean that off, that way it gives a little bit more. And let's just do this and connect that off. Alright, let's go over here and connect. And let's go like this. Perfect. There we are. That doesn't look too bad. Let's go back to here. We need to run. Let's try. Let's run this down. We'll kind of see how we want to lay this out. There we go. And now it's today is day 2 of failing upwards. Failing upwards. That's an interesting statement. What's failing upwards? Or what is going on that's causing this failing upwards to occur? There we go. So let's pop that, clean that off. Do that. Let's do a little. Do a little. I haven't quite gotten that one that I want yet. Maybe like that. Maybe not. I have to put a couple of these guys out a little odd. So let's run this one over. Alright, let's go ahead and clear out some of this other silliness. Oops, no, that one we want to keep. Those we want to get rid of. I saw a video about it yesterday. Basically, good failing. Like how scientists do, testing out things and being comfortable with failures. Oh yeah. Well, failure is how you learn. No other way about that. You'll learn from your failures better more than your successes. Basic failure, complex failure, intelligent failure. Oh, that's cool. What were you working on that you had a failure with? Let's see. avoiding failure. Oh, that's good. I was avoiding my, I just continued to sharpen my sculpts more and more in ZBrush instead. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta face the music and go ahead and take care of it. Not too bad. So let's try this. That one might work out. Okay, get rid of that section. Down off of there. And let's notice the more I avoid mine, the more I strengthen avoiding mine. Yeah, you don't want to do that though. You want to fight and go ahead and get into that. My mentor advised me to continue my skull, so I think I need to do this. So I'm not telling him until I get comfortable. I know it's not great, but I need to do it. Yeah. At the same time, take that hard road. So that's. Whoops. Let's pop this over. There we are. Okay. Remember. Alright, here we go. Whoops. See if we can get this other one put in. There we are. Okay. We're getting some progress there. Geez, it's already 7:53. I didn't realize that. That happened pretty. Scrolling along, just moving along with this stuff really quickly. Let's go this way. And you guys that are familiar, if you remember that you know the rules, if you can hear my family making noise, they got to come out here and say hi, but you got to be able to tell me what they were saying. So. Sometimes I think they try to do it as a game. To see just how loud they can get, but still get away with it. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do like a little banner type piece. So let's do a little something more organic here. Let's hit that and that. Alright. Let's see. Do a little connection there. We've got a little tiny tip there. We might want to clean it off. Yep, that'll work. And that way we'll have that. And maybe I'll have to see if I can write it out in a perspective. It's interesting writing out a kanji or straight across, but then writing it in a perspective where it slowly gets smaller to where I can, we'll call it, say, pastry shop on there. Which is, pastry shop, I think, is Isogashia. So, let's see here. Back onto the G pen. And let's see here. Maybe we'll rotate it this way. Let's see if we can kind of give a little cylinder type ones instead of the ball type. maybe we might change them up, but kind of give that. So you can go that way with it. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Kind of when I've been working on some of these and stuff, I've been thinking more of like some of the older cartoon type style things where it's more simplistic and really stylized. Doesn't exactly have to be like architecturally like exact. So you can have a nice little bend with some things and kind of gives a little bit more of a playfulness to it. So oops, let me zoom that out a little bit so I can get the whole thing. There we go. Soul Eater has a lot of fun with that style, I think. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Is Soul Eater on Twitch as well? I kind of like the. Oh, wait a minute, Soul Eater. That's an anime. Here, I thought it was for a second. I was thinking of a person. Let's see if we can clean some of that up and that up. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, had a momentary mind fart. Now go back. There we go. Kind of give these a little bit of a fatter feel to where you can almost see like the inside of the lantern piece. Also, I think it kind of gives me a little bit of a Calvin and Hobbes type feel. Ooh, that one might be a little. That's a little bit too. That's a little bit too off. Let's try that again. Maybe not so sucky this time. There we go. Let's try this out. The way I wrote it didn't help. Yeah. It happens. It's no big deal. It's not your fault either. Alright. Let's see. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Let's take the sketch off and kind of get an idea. Yeah, not too bad. Hit the save button. Grab a little more water. I think I'm actually going to cut it a little bit short. I still have a lot of projects I got to work on tonight. Especially with this time shift change and stuff. I'm like getting up at the crack of dawn instead. I'm getting tired early, so I've been doing more work in the morning part. I might have to shift the live stream also. Maybe change up a couple of days. We'll have to see. Yeah, the time did change, and I'm still trying to work on it because I don't like riding my bike at night. So I've been like where I usually used to ride my bicycle around 6 o'clock. It's now let me flip over. I think we're gonna call it. Let me go to the face cam. Yeah, no, where I usually ride my bike around 6:30. It's like pitch black or bugs are out. So I've been like today it was like 4:30. We'll have to watch Big Brother. Have a great night. She looks great. Thanks, Brian. You have yourself a great weekend. God bless, and don't forget, let's create something together, man. I'll see you next time. But but yeah, no. So I might actually change up the hours and stuff. I got to see kind of like what everybody's kind of time frame is with it. So, but I think for right now, I'm going to call it for the night for this. We'll play with the Christmas one out once we get this one jammed out. I think I'll do some more work on this, and we'll do work on some color as we keep progressing with it. And I'll get some of the other project ones that I have need to get done because I have like I think 3 or 4 of them now that I got to get the coloring finished on. And then I'll post those. Those will pop up on the. Oh, how come my slideshow isn't popping up on this? Yeah, it's not on that. I'll have to correct that button too. Let's see, Invincible episode 2 tomorrow, so I'm hyped. Ooh, cool. All right. Well, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me and stuff. I had a great time with you. And I am going to call it. Have to get some other projects, but we'll see you guys next weekend. Have yourself a great weekend. God bless. And don't forget, let's create something together. Everybody take care.